Well, it certainly looks like we're probably going to have two different quarterbacks, right? Looks all signs pointing to both Cam Newton for the Patriots and Drew Lock for the Broncos being able to play. And so that was probably a pretty big difference from what we were going to have on Monday night. And, I know Broncos fans probably were hoping that they could get a game without Newton. But, look, these are two teams that closer to full strength. That's sort of what you want to see, especially from the Broncos end. They're trying to evaluate Drew Lock throughout the season to try to figure out whether he can be their guy. So it's good to have him have this sort of challenge against Bill Belichick's defense.
You think this shoulder injury is going to limit his throwing ability at all?
It's a great question. He's saying all the right things coming into this week. It's been almost 4 weeks now since he suffered that strained rotator cuff against Pittsburgh in week 2 when he got sacked by Bud Dupree. Drew Lock has been pretty ineffective as a deep ball thrower. He's been a solid intermediate guy, does a nice job hitting receivers in stride on short routes to create some big plays, but down the field passing has been an Achilles heel of his, and so that would be something to monitor anyway, and certainly with him having the shoulder injury, it's going to definitely be something to watch.
Hey, Matt, a few days ago, following the schedule disruptions, Denver coach Vic Fangio said, you get to see who the whiners and who the bitchers are and who can't handle adversity. How do you think the Patriots are handling adversity right now?
I like that line from Coach Fangio, I think in part because it kind of sounded like something Bill would say privately to the players. Ultimately, he's not allowing people to use it as an excuse. I think really it's two unfortunate situations for both organizations. Obviously, the Bronco players are going to be pissed because they have a bye week count and they didn't realize they were in it. That sucks. The other side of the coin, though, is the Patriots almost had to go in a game without practicing on field. I mean, just the idea of that in the NFL, as violent as this game, as fast as this game moves, that would have been insane. None of this works. None of this is fair. None of it's right. But I think Fangio's attitude is actually perfect. It's got what you got to tell the guys. Like, guys, dude, when all of you opted in to come play this season, you opted into craziness. You opted into there's going to be some weeks where it ain't going to sound right, and it's probably not.